Hello guys. Well, damn guys, it's been a while. Welcome to a how to play guide, I guess, on Druid. Um, I'm gonna make this as short, concise as possible. I'm gonna try to not yap. But how do I build this? I built this mostly to be able to play solo. Like the choices of my perks, which is Enhanced Wilderness, Thorncoat, Dreamwalk, and Shapeshift Mastery. All of these things has one thing in common. None of these give you any glow, like AoE aura that you get when you use a perk like, Sun and Moon or Natural Healing. While these things are very good in a team, I just prefer not to use them because, yeah, they make you glow when you turn to, like, for example, a rat. And when you're trying to run away from people and, get away, that doesn't really help you. So while they might be good in a team play and you don't find yourself running or going on a flanks very often or like, trying to pull off some crazy plays, then I guess run something like these. But I like to be on the flank. I like to be, sneaky. I like to be able to get away out of dodge, like, at a moment's notice. So this is my perk choice. So when I'm an animal, I run faster, a little bit tankier. Thorncoat, because we're gonna be fighting a lot in melee, and when you run a loadout like this, you wanna like Druid doesn't have a lot of damage built into him, so you gotta like take damage wherever you can find it. And Thorncoat is a pretty good source of damage while you're swinging at somebody. Like if they get 3 hits on you, that's 15 damage, true physical damage. So it's very good to have. Dreamwalk, I will get over the usage that this might have later in some demonstration clips. And obviously Shapeshift Mastery, so you can instantly change yourself into whatever animal you need to be at a given time. Alright, spell choices that I've gone with. I run Summon Treant because it adds like an extra teammate for you while you're fighting. It can turn a 3v3 into a 4v3. Or if you have a lot of Druid, like in my last upload, it can be a 6v3. Like it's hilarious. The Treant isn't very tanky per se, but if um, if no one really cares about it or like pay attention to actually like killing it, it can run around and wreak havoc because this thing deals a ridiculous amount of damage. And but if the enemy team decides to like hit it twice, it will just flop over. But usually they don't. So summon it, at will, I guess, whenever you need it, or use it to block doorways, like how you would use a Hydra. Except that this thing blocks. It has a hitbox of like a whole person, so you can't jump over it. So it's very good for that. Entangling Vines binds people, it roots people. Pretty good aerial denial. Self-explanatory, you'll figure it out. Mending Grove, big heal. Can usually heal like, get most people up from like half, like from half to full life in if they're standing in it and just soaking it up. Not very useful for say mid fight if you don't want to heal your opponent, but if you have a frontliner that is tanky with a lot of DPS, you can throw this right behind him even if you're like he's trading with somebody if it means keeping him alive. So use it as you will. It takes a very long time to recharge while sitting down, so having campfires is a must when you play Druid. Thorn Barrier spawns a barrier that blocks people, deals damage. It's very good for creating space or for locking someone into the room with you. Functions very same like the tree. Similar usage, except yeah, it lasts for like it's just a big barrier. So if someone runs into a room with you, you have a good shot of separating the teams. So that's how you want to play Druid. You want to separate the teams by, get someone to push in, play some barriers behind them, some tree man, and then isolate and kill the guy that managed to push through. That's kind of how I play it. Or if you're playing aggressively and you're chasing somebody, you can also use this to, well, block their exits and then take them down. So these are like the 4 main spell I will always run when I'm playing, in teams or if I'm playing solo. It doesn't matter. The final spell can be debated. So if you want to be more of a, I guess, a healing support, I would just get rid of Dreamfire entirely and run Restore instead, because it's a pretty big heal. So it's pretty decent. Nature's Touch as your final spell, depending on your memory capacity as well. But yeah, it's really up to you guys how you want to combo these spells. Tree of Life at the moment isn't very useful. Like it's plus 5 all is pretty good, but the fact that it only lasts 8 seconds, it just doesn't feel worth it to me. If they like at least double the duration on this, I could see it being used, but as it currently is, not worth taking. It's just not enough utility, I would say. Bark Skin, you can only cast this on yourself, which makes it kind of pointless because your character can't really stack armor to begin with. So I wouldn't run armor rating or this skill for that matter. Yep. Nature's Touch, I see as like a free health potion. You cast it on your teammates, and since it's a tier 1 spell, you can sit down and get it back really quickly and just keep using it over and over. So if you're playing like low gear, white lobbies, budget, having Nature's Touch with you is pretty good. But if you can afford to buy health potions, then I suggest you buy health potions and have a lot of it, so you don't have to run it. But again, you can. Dreamfire synergizes with Nature's Touch. When you have this thing applied to somebody, and you hit someone with Dreamfire, like an enemy or a Skelly or any enemy for that matter, you will heal your friends per target that you hit, and it has scaling. And I guess this is the only thing that sucks about healing with the Druid is none of your like healing spell scales with magic healing, and I don't quite understand why. Like, give it at least a bit of scaling to make like the having magic heal worthwhile. But as of this moment, nothing scales on this character except this one ability, Dreamfire. Scales on magic damage, like magic power, and it scales on magic healing. And so like the part, like Nature's Touch, when you have it applied on somebody and you hit someone with Dreamfire, like the heal you get from hitting someone with Dreamfire, that thing scales. So like it's just not useful enough. And I think the AoE isn't that good either to justify running this and Nature's Touch together, even though their ability synergizes. I use Dreamfire more like a poke, because really it's the only range ability you have to attack other range uses with, and it's a pretty good poke you can use before, like sending it, and go into melee range to finish your kill. So that's why I usually like to run Dreamfire for. Okay, and into the shapeshifting. Beer form, you guys didn't already know this, scales with strength. Alright, so when you build strength, you do more damage in beer form. Straight up. That's it. Beer form, very slow, cumbersome. I don't often find myself using this as much because to transform into a bear, you need a lot of open space. So you can't have a teammate or enemy next to you. You can't have a wall next to you, and even just any little thing. You just can't. It stops you from turning into a bear. You need a complete open room if you want to be able to safely transform, which makes it really hard to use. But once you find the moment, it can definitely be a game changer. And I'll be showing clips of that as well. In what kind of situations you can use it to block doorways, for example. If you have an enemy trapped in with you and turn into a bear and block his escape while your teammate wails on whoever gets stuck, it can be used for that as well. Chicken form, you can use this to double jump, and you combo that with the panther, the dash, and then you can transform into a chicken to like get a really long dash. Outside of that, the chicken doesn't have a real use except just for movement tech, but it has one tiny little utility. It's when you use the built-in chicken ability, you press E, you peck on the ground to eat insects and you heal. It gives you like a tiny bit of health, and it scales on resourcefulness. You don't build resourcefulness on this character really, so it doesn't matter, but you get like around 10 HP or something. So it's still substantial because it is free. So every time you take damage, I highly recommend just turn into a chicken and just peck the ground. It's free HP, free sustain. Rat form. I mean, self-explanatory. You turn into a rat, you become very quick. You have extreme reduced amount of max HP, so if anything hits you, you will die. And the reason I'm not taking any AoE buffs like perks is because it lets me be very stealthy as a rat, and I can hide anywhere. And when I'm running away, if I'm just in the shadow, like no one can find me. And that's what I mainly use it for. I use it to flank, I use it to hide, I use it to do all kinds of goofy shit, basically. But it's very good at, getting you out alive. All right, if you're the last man standing, and it's between, you dying with your biz and whatever's happening, your teammates might be dead. There might be no hope for you to recover. If you turn to a rat, you're more than guaranteed to be able to get away. All right, that's what it's good for. Your druids are very hard to kill if you're smart. Survival instinct, the building ability on the rat, not really that useful, because if you build like most of the time when you build like any normal kit, really, you're always at max movement speed when you turn to a rat. And what this ability gives you is additional move speed, and it cannot go over cap. So there's no point to activating it, because after the effect ends, you lose speed. So since you're always at max movement speed, there's no point to using that ability to begin with. Now for the Panther. Okay, this is the one thing I guess that still makes this class kind of viable, I would say. You become very quick, you lose a bit of max HP, alright, but you do jump higher. And your claws deals a bunch of physical damage, and it scales on agility, which is kind of neat actually, because it opens up a pretty interesting build path. I'll show you guys in a bit. I'm just going to explain how the ability works. Alright, it scales on agility. So you build Agi, the Panther deals more damage. Flat and simple. Left click, deal damage, and you inflict a bleed. Alright, pretty cool. Right click, you bite things with your head, and when you aim that thing, you gotta be dead on, alright? Because you're not swinging anything, it's your head, so you gotta be looking at the person you're attacking, so dead on, alright? Does way more damage, like nearly double the left click. So it deals way more damage. Again, scale on agility. And you can actually silence people with that if you have Frenzy running. And Frenzy you get from using the dash, the E ability. You can hop, you can jump, and then you can dash to gain a little bit of distance. It's good for getting away from people or chasing people. But after you dash, you have a little time window where you can right click on somebody, and if you hit them, you will silence them. And I guess you guys can figure out what that's useful for. Like if you're chasing a caster, for example, and they turn around to start casting an ability on you, you can dash at them and just right click at them, and it will just shut down whatever ability they're currently attempting to cast, which is, well, pretty crazy. Like it's just good. So I highly recommend it. It's a good strat. And yeah, that's pretty much covers all the animal forms, I would say. So yeah, you guys have probably seen online already people jumping with a panther and transform into a chicken to do a long ass dash. But what you can also do actually is you can turn into a panther, jump with the chicken to get more distance, and then wherever you're about to land, turn to a bear and then right click. Pretty hard combo to pull off, high RPM, but if you're in the right situation for that kind of play, highly recommend it. But if you don't have a strength build, then maybe refrain from doing that, because then your bear form won't be doing jack, like damage wise. It just won't be doing any damage whatsoever. So if you're running an agi build, try to stay away from the bear unless it's for like soaking up damage, I would say. All right, and now to how I build this. You have two routes I would say is effective right now. You can go with the strength build, strength tanky, like strength HP, a little bit of action speed, like from Dex, and you play, yeah, like a support caster and slash melee DPS whenever the need arises, I guess. But you're mainly there to crowd control. The second variation to the strength build is the agi build, and so I run a lot of panther at the moment. So I build agi on everything I can fit it in. So agi rings. Try to get agi on boots, agi pants, agi pendant, agi cloak, and I try to get HP on my hood with agi on it. So wherever you can fit agility, get it. My chest doesn't have any, but if I had one, I'd put one on. And then you also need a tiny bit of memcap. So from my current loadout, you only need to have +4 memory capacity. I get +2 from my book, so getting +2 from your book is probably the easiest way to do this, because then you can actually fit useful stats on your blues. Since blues can only get two rolls, I wouldn't want to have +2 memory cap on any of my gear. I'd rather have it on, a book, because Again, you don't have a lot of offensive abilities or anything that really scales, so put the most useful, like useless stats on your book, aka memory capacity. So I have +2 there, and then knowledge I get +2, and that covers my memory capacity pretty much for this loadout. So I can run Dreamfire, but when I pull my book out, it will go to 18, and then I can use these 2 abilities. Pretty cool. But if I wanted to use Dreamfire, then I would have to somehow get +4. So I get +2 from that, and then, yeah, the thing is, I'm already pretty fast. 32 Agi, losing a little bit, won't hurt that much. So I put 2 knowledge in there with some HP, just to cover the memory cost, and now I can cast Dreamfire. So you don't need a lot of memcap investment to get a kit like this running. Just 2 from the book, 2 on anything else, and then, yeah, +4. And now I'm gonna go into all the tips and tricks that I've learned that you might find useful in your journey to play Druid. Alright guys, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to jump through windows as a rat. So all you have to do is, well, first off, find a door with a hole that you can jump through. Go up to it, turn into a rat while you're close to the door, and you should fly right through if you're the right distance away from the door. If you're too close, it's not gonna work. If you're too far away, you're just gonna face plant into the door. So you wanna have be at the perfect distance away from it. Where that is exactly, I can't say. You'll figure it out. All right, just practice it and see what works for you. And yep, that's about it. And now I'm gonna be showing you guys how to do it from low ground. So a lot of people you've seen do it. Makes it look quite easy because jumping on flat floor through a window isn't that hard actually. What is hard is trying to do it through a window while you're on low ground. Now that's way more difficult. Like if you try to do the same thing where you just walk up, transform and jump right, most of the time you're gonna face plant straight into the door because it's just way more difficult. So how to get through this window, it's actually quite simple. All you have to do is time it a little bit better. You want to get to the top step, jump, and then you want to crouch while you're transforming into a rat at the same time, right? You want jump, transform, crouch. That's it. And you should fit through the window. Hopefully I can get this on the first try. Oh. Okay, let's see. There you go, second try. And can I get back right there? Nope, I actually didn't even jump that time. There you go. Jump and crouch, okay? Jump and crouch and transform. This jump is always tricky no matter what, so if you're in a high stress situation, you might fumble this, but for your sake, I hope you succeed. But with a little bit of practice, you should be able to, yeah, get it pretty consistent. There you go. Jump and crouch, that's a trick. Yeah, there you go. Jump and crouch. That's it. Yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna... That was a pretty sick move. For the chicken and panther jump, obviously go into a panther, and then you want to be in the air, and then use your E ability to dash, and then swap into a chicken, and then press spacebar to, well, double jump, basically. So here, I'll show you, for example. So usually how I do this, to make it easier to learn, is I already have the transformation menu, ready to go, because when I let go, I will transform, okay? So all I have to do is just press W, and then jump, and then dash to wherever I want to go, and then let go of Q to turn into a chicken, and then press jump, like this. And it should be easy to figure out. Like once you get the muscle memory down, you don't have to do the setup anymore. You can just jump, swap. But yeah, your transformation begins once you let go of the Q button. And obviously you can guess how many applications this has. It can be used for so many situations, for getting away from people, to chasing somebody down, getting over gaining distance on people. It's just very good. Alright, now I'm gonna do it just how I normally would. Voila, that's how I do it. And you can get to a lot of places that you normally can't. You can probably sit on the ledge over there, for example. You can just sit on a ledge over there. You can get anywhere really. And another movement trick I have is chicken. When you transform into a chicken, you jump. You're like basically mid-air, which means you can get over like tall obstacles that you normally wouldn't be able to do. There better be a fucking royal chest here for all my effort. No, there isn't. Fuck. Fuck it.
Anything, boys?
There we go.
Catherine, careful.
No, I'm fine.
You were about to be not fine.
Negative negatives about triple Druid, you cannot go skiing.
It's fucking hard.
You can use Panther, but you need to like switch to human on the when it does projectiles. Oh no.
Ah, interesting.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I hear them southeast.
Coming.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna sit
should we
right
do?
here.
They're looting.
Yeah, let them. Wizard coming around the corner. Yeah, they see that there are dead mobs. They're being careful.
I bet the wizard.
Yep.
Wizard is one. Entangled.
Reacted one.
Okay, the wizard's dead.
Back if you want.
Bard's dead. I mean, yeah, all two dead. Just one last. He's dead too. Yep, GG. I'm sitting in a death skull.
And a death skull.
I'm sitting inside death skull.
Are there people or what?
Yeah, they're below pyramid, dude. I'm telling you.
Someone
He placed a ranger trap.
Oh, he's ready to smoke, bro. Don't even tell him.
Oh, this is devious. Oh my god, do I do this? Oh my lord.
You want me to sit in the entrance
Just distract them. Yeah, distract them. He's disarming his trap. He's pulling arrows, aiming out right now. You know what? Well, donk, donk. Woo!
Oh, I thought you disarmed the trap.
Oh shit! You know what? I need to go back to being a bear. Oh shit! I hit the ceiling.
Good boys. You got it. You got it.
God damn. I want to turn into a bear so bad, dude. Come. I'll sneak up on them. Let me sneak up on them. I'm inside a mimic. Da 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 da.
Tell me when I should come in.
Come in. Phonk. Oh,
Derek.
not dead. Not fuck it.
I can only want
Turning
this
into a
guy.
bear.
I'm playing with him. Just fight your guy. Oh, I kind of fall down. Pick W. I'm coming up to you.
Oh, they're jumping down the boat. I'm getting on the boat with them.
One dead.
No!
Give it me! I'm jumping down. I'm jumping down.
You dead!
I got some bears in my mouth, bro.
I'm still waiting. I'm blocking the exit here.
I hit him twice. I'm gonna cook this
go
guy.
for it.
I killed him.
What the fuck is going on here?
I'm chasing a little rat right now.
I'm enormous. What's happening here?
I'll show you, little rat.
Doesn't seem like they want to come through now. I don't have a ranger. It's hard.
I fucking wanna block them off. right now. Oh, this guy's getting cooked. GG. Yep,
I think they're already
I
in.
hear him. Yeah.
Yeah, they're in.
Wow, root one of them getting on you.
Who's it there?
Oh, it didn't work.
One of them invis.
Yeah, rogue.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh. I'm dead. Fuck.
I'm going on distance. I'm healing myself.
I'm backing so I can fucking use my mending groove, bro. Coming back in. Getting on.
Come on, fighter.
Hit him once.
Yeah, I got fucking.
I killed him.
explosive bottled. The rogue is. I don't know. How hard. The rogue is low. He has, I don't know, 40 HP.
Oh. There we go.
On your left? Yeah, eat
I
his
got
ass,
him.
eat his ass, eat his ass, eat his ass!
Yeah,
Arr!
you run over this fuck. Nice,
There we
good
go.
job, bro.
Careful, dude.
I'm going for the cleric now.
I'll back up a little bit.
I'm on cleric. Hit him twice. I'm non-bot. Hit him 3 times dead. 3 times dead.
They're on top. It's a fighter. I'll see. I'm just gonna let this guy push me and slowly like kite.
I'm killing the
Just
cleric,
go,
don't worry.
yeah, go through it. Just come up behind you. Fighters behind you.
Cleric's dead.
I'm gonna root this guy. Bro, I can hit this guy. Oh, there he goes, dude.